Please welcome to the stage the Washington Performing Arts Society's Director of Education, Michelle Hoffman.
Good evening and welcome. I am Michelle Hoffman, Director of Education for the Washington Performing Arts Society. And for the last 45 years, WPAS has offered learning opportunities through the arts education programs and community partnerships. We strive to create an accessible, arts-rich environment for DC area students that sparks creativity, achievement, cultural exchange, and appreciation for the arts. One of the ways we do that is to partner each year with the DC Public Schools to offer the Capital Arts Partnership Programs. These are in-school residencies led by talented teaching artists in collaboration with each school's music and classroom teachers. They work in the areas of jazz, instrumental string music, and vocal music and dance. Many of the students experienced these art forms for the first time. So in addition to the in-school sessions, they participated in field trips, in master classes, and were offered performance opportunities across the city. This evening, you'll see and hear performers from our partner schools present what they've learned throughout the year. So, we welcome you this evening and invite you to enjoy our students' Kennedy Center debut in the WPAS Capital Arts Partner Showcase. Our first performers are students who participated in the Capital Strings Project. Please join me in welcoming to the stage WPAS teaching artists, the L'Enfant Trio, and our wonderful students from Bruce Monroe and Burville Elementary Schools.
Good evening. Thank you for coming. As Michelle said, we have Bruce Monroe and Burville students. We've had the pleasure of working with them this year, levels beginner and advanced beginners. Today we're going to do just 4 quick numbers. We're going to start you off with our warm-up, which is our call and response, our beginning of improvisation with the children. Miss Christine will lead, and then 2 other students will lead, and we'll do Blast Off, which is a cute little D major scale piece, something Miss Christine wrote. What was the name of that? Just Like That. And then we're going to do an arrangement of Johann Pachelbel's canon. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. We have these wonderful students here from Turner Elementary and Savoy, and they've learned 3 genres of music: world music, jazz, and gospel. And they are now about to present what they've learned in 7 weeks, only 2 times a week for 7 weeks. All right. What's the name of our first song? Kulube. What does kulube mean?
Go on a mission and come back a winner.
Very good. Are you ready?
Hello. My name is Anthony Walker, and we're going to do a simple jazz piece by Miles Davis called
So What?
All right, simple call and response tune. I also want to introduce Rick Sly on drums and Hamilton Hayes on bass. And I'm Anthony Walker.
We are now going to turn to our gospel portion of the program. And for this portion, we're going to feature 2 songs by Kirk Franklin. The first is Silver and Gold, and then we're going to end with What You're Looking For. Now, for these 2 selections, not only do we have a mass choir, but we also have a few students who were courageous enough to step forward and say, I would like to solo. So in addition to hearing the choir, you're going to hear our feature soloists.
Good evening. My name is Heaven, and I am a 5th grader at Simon Elementary. Tonight, my classmates and I are going to perform a piece from Ghana. Ghana is a country in West Africa. The people of Ghana dance for lots of reasons: to celebrate, to norm, to unite, to encourage, and many more. There are 10 different languages spoken in Ghana. It could be very difficult to communicate with so many people speaking different languages. But when people dance, there are no divisions. When we speak the language of dance, we all can understand each other because it is about being human. The piece you will see this evening is called Polygon. The people of Ghana have been doing this dance for many years. It is about fishermen coming back to a small village and everyone coming together to welcome them. It is about the men showing off the fish they caught and about having fun together. Although you may not think you're a dancer, let me show you how dancers unite us. Can everyone please wave your hand? Great job. We do this to say hello. Can everybody please shrug your shoulders? We do this to say, I don't know. These movements are a language. In our dance, you will see movements that call your friends like this. You will see movements showing off the fish. Or movies for fun like this. And this. There is a movement giving thanks for the fish. And our favorite, movements chasing each other and playing. And as dancers, we say thank you by bowing like this. We hope you enjoy our dance and can celebrate with us in your seats. Thank you.
Hello, are we having a good time so far? Not a bad way to spend an evening. My name is Jeff Antoniak, and I'm delighted to be the lead teaching artist for the Capitol Jazz Project, the oldest of the Capitol projects through Washington Performing Arts Society. And this is an amazing thing that WPAS does. If you come to hear some great concerts here at the Kennedy Center, whether it's Wynton Marsalis or Sonny Rollins or Kathleen Battle or whoever it is, there's a decent chance that Washington Performing Arts Society is presenting that fabulous music. But as you're seeing tonight, a big, big part of what they do is giving back to the community through education. And all of the arts that you're seeing tonight represented dance and voice and strings and now jazz. None of this would be present in many DC schools if not for WPAS. And that's sort of a sobering thought. The good news is that we have WPAS. Can we have a hand, please, for the Washington Performing Arts Society? All right. Well, one other little thing I want to say is that the teaching artists involved with all of the kids that you've seen so far this evening, I know many of them. These are some of the top artists in DC that are working with these kids. So these kids, you can tell they're having a good time, but I don't know if they appreciate the level of the folks that they get to work with, which is really, really amazing. I hope you maybe take a moment and look up some of the names of these teaching artists. They're pretty incredible folks. And saying that, I'd like to actually introduce the Jazz Update Band. We are the quartet that very thankfully gets to do this work for WPAS. On the bass, that's Miss Amy Shook. On the drums, Tony Martucci. On the piano right here, Wade Beach. My name is Jeff Antoniak, and all four of us are or have been university professors around the area. We teach and perform jazz all the time, and we just love the opportunity to get to do this with young folks. We've been in 7 schools this year, 7 middle schools, and we have a handful of representatives from Ron Brown Middle School and from Hardy Middle School this evening. And we're going to do some playing and a little bit more talking after that. We're in Washington, D.C. I think there's some kind of law that you got to play Duke Ellington right out of the gate. So I'm not trying to get arrested here. So we're going to start off with some Duke Ellington. This is called Sea Jam Blues. All right. So you don't see any music stands up here, right? Right. So a big part of jazz is the oral tradition, learning this stuff by ear. Of course, there's music for it. Of course, we learn how to read music. But the idea is we try to get it internalized by hearing it over and over. And I will tell you a secret that about an hour ago, we were backstage learning these tunes and reminding them. We have never played together in this exact setting because we have kids from different schools. I want to very quickly, yeah, thank you. I'd like to quickly introduce them to you. As I said, we've been in 7 middle schools this year. So we've worked with hundreds of music students, and we have played in front of thousands of middle school students this year, which is really excellent. Not only do we get to work with the musicians, but we do assemblies and performances for the school at large. So all the kids at a given middle school get the opportunity to learn something about this art form. So we've got 2 young ladies here from Ron Brown Middle School. We have Dara on the violin, and Ariana on the alto saxophone. From Hardy Middle School, this is Darius playing the alto saxophone. And we have an example of nepotism at work. This is my son, who just got out of 3rd grade and started playing clarinet last week. He found it in the closet, so there you go. But one day he too will be in middle school, I guess. So I don't know if you guys are hip to this whole improvisation thing. Not only is there no music on stage, but every single person that you heard play a solo made it up for you right here, right now. If we played that song again right now, oh, you want us to play it again? No. If we played that song again, it would be entirely different. Just like I'm used to talking about jazz, but tomorrow night if I speak about jazz, I'll say different things about it. I'll use different words. So that is pretty amazing that these folks, first of all, have the guts to do this, but second of all, sound as good as they do. How about a hand for these musicians and these solos? All right. Well, we're going to continue on now with the blues tune written by one of the most important jazz composers and musicians of all time, Milt Jackson. He played with Miles Davis and John Coltrane and everybody else, vibraphone player, and his nickname was Bags. And this is a song he wrote called Bags Groove. Here we go. right, that was Bag's Groove. Very good. And again, some more improvised solos, even by some of the old kids in the back. Not bad, not bad. All right. I want to try a little experiment. Oh, no applause necessary. Thank you. Oh, they're going wild for me. Did you see that? See that? Okay, that was pretty random, you guys. I just clapped a rhythm, and then y'all just clapped it right back. And then, I didn't mean that to happen, but then I clapped a second rhythm, y'all clapped it right back. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, maybe we learned that in grade school, but that tells you something about how your brain is wired. It really does. Humans are wired to copy and to mimic, and we do that with rhythms. Many of you would have no idea how to write down what you just did. Or if I showed you the music for what you did, you would think it's impossible. Yet you heard it, memorized it, and were able to play it right back to me. That's how you learned how to speak your first language, is by listening to what was spoken around you at home. And you mimicked it, right? That is how we learn. And it's so great that we get to teach jazz, because that call and response, what we did there is so important. It has a real name with capital letters and everything, call and response. What we did there is so important in cultures all around the world, certainly in Africa, certainly in the United States. So that call and response is great. And you've been hearing us do that in these songs. We're going to do some more call and response for you right away. Before we do that, I want to sort of bring things down a little bit and talk about funerals. Yes, it's the time of the show where we need to talk about New Orleans funerals. Don't get too sad. But I want to talk a little bit about African-American history, and actually going back to West Africa. We're going to play a song called When the Saints Go Marching In. Well, a lot of us think of that as a jazz song. Well, it's a church song that was appropriated by jazz musicians. So some of you may have some knowledge of the famous New Orleans funerals and how jazz and music and the brass band is so much a part of that. Well, that's something we do when we go to these schools. We like to talk about the history of what's behind jazz a little bit. So we are going to play this song for you two ways. At a New Orleans funeral, there's music that's played at the beginning of the funeral, maybe on the way to the cemetery. And the brass band is playing this sad, mournful music that, we're very sad that our dear friend has departed, and we feel terrible for ourselves and the family and everybody else. It's a sad, sad moment. So I need everybody to feel sad at the appropriate time. Then, after the funeral, part of the African tradition, the African-American tradition, is that we now try to cheer ourselves up. We want to feel better. We want to celebrate our friend has gone on to a better place. So we play perhaps the same song with different emotion behind it. So we're going to be playing When the Saints Go Marching In, the sad version, and then the happy version. But we need to get into this sad frame of mind. Are y'all feeling bad? Can I get a tear? Can someone just go, oh? A little something. Come on, what do you got? How about out there, anybody? Like, oh, my taxes, my parking ticket, they didn't reverse it. You know what I'm talking about? I need oh. I need to hear, oh. It's raining. Oh, you guys feeling appropriately sad? All right, here we go. All right, well, that does it for us this evening. Thank you so much for being here, supporting these great young artists, and thanks again to Washington Performing Arts Society for this amazing gift that they give to the city. Thanks so much. Have a good night.